समंता जी सर और किसी को को होस्ट करना है? समंता जी सर और किसी को को होस्ट करना है? Otherwise we mute all of them. Otherwise we mute all of them.
Unmute.
This meeting is being recorded.
So now we can start.
Sanjay ji, shall we start?
Yes, sir. We can start, sir.
Good evening, everyone. Today, national webinars. It is on the wealth creation through personal finance management. It is a jointly organized webinars of IIE, Ivotami Institute of Education, along with Association of Mutual Fund in India, AMPI. Now, first of all, I welcome to everyone. First of all, I welcome to Dr. Sanjay Kumar Agarwal, the webinar director. Welcome you, sir. And next, Srirakant Sharma, the key speakers of today's webinar. Consultant, senior consultant of AMPI and a former Deputy General Manager, SEBI. And welcome you, sir. And thirdly, I welcome you to my principals, Dr. R.K. Bijan Singh, patron of today's programs, and the principals of Ivotami Institute of Education, and the faculty members of the Ivotami Institute of Education, non-teaching and teaching staff, and my dear research trainees of these institutions and other participants from various colleges and institutions of different places. And then lastly, I welcome to all the participants of today's webinar. Now, to proceed to the next programs, I would like to request Dr. R.K. Bijan Singh, patron of today's national webinars, the principals of Ivotami Institute of Education, Kanchipur, to give inaugural and key addresses on this national webinars. Sir, I welcome you, sir. Please, over to you, sir.
Good afternoon, very good afternoon to all of you. And today, on the seminar day of wealth creation through personal finance and management, jointly organized by IIE and Mutual Fund of India. And I again extend my welcome to all resource persons, my staff member, resource person and a member and the director, M5, former Deputy General Manager, SEBI, and some other my income officers, for making this webinar to happen. And at the same time, I congratulate, say welcome all my teaching and non-teaching staff, my dear students, teachers, students, and all other participants. It's a very important topic what we are having on this webinar, because everyone has a specific income on the basis of salary or some other income sources. But until unless we create a well, our incomes will remain stagnant and we won't have multiple sources of income. So on this line, today's webinar on creation of wealth through personal finance management is very important for all of us. And our resource persons are well experienced and they have long expertise in this area. And so all of us will have a very beautiful and useful evening today. And I once again appeal to all of you to remain joined, remain connected till the end of this webinar, and let us have the utility and the usefulness of this webinar. And again, once again, I thank you, sir, for giving us the opportunity of having an experience on financial management and wealth creation. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Please, Sir Sanjay ji, please unmute my. Technical problem. Please unmute my mic. My name is Naureen Moses.
You are unmuted, sir. You are unmuted. Please. Please tell. You are very much audible here.
It is written that the host is not allowing participants.
Yarmani man tareba. Water bottle
Thank you.
You unmute yourself. Samantha ji, sir, please unmute.
Oh, yeah.
That is a problem. Thank you, sir. Bijan Singh, Principal of Ejapur Institute of Education, patron of today's programs, for giving a nice inaugural and key address. And proceeding to the next programs, I would like to request Dr. Sanjay Kumar Agrawal, Webinar Director, to give a word of motivation. Sir, I hand over to you.
Thank you, Samantha ji, sir. First of all, I'm extend my heartfelt thanks to the management of IE Chanchipur, principal, webinar coordinator, Samantha ji, sir, and other faculty member, and dear participants, those who have joined from Pan India to be the financial free, because financial mismanagement create a lot of stress inside us, and a lot of family problems are because of bad management of their finances. And all of you are investor. So are you important or feel proud being an investor? So to understand the importance of investor, you just imagine if there is any financial institution like bank, insurance company, mutual fund, or share market. If there is no investor to invest their money, are they exist? So means whole of the fund. So that's why investor is very much important and investor awareness is very much important topic. Aware about your rights and map your financial freedom roadmap. So through this webinar, we just want to develop an insight inside the investor about their rights, do's and don'ts, and how they can plan their financial goals and what is the roadmap to achieve these financial goals. So once again, I welcome all the participants. Now 240 participants are on the roll and we have near about 500, more than 500 registration from Pan India, and credit goes to Samantha ji sir, who did lot of efforts to reach these numbers. Yesterday and day before yesterday, both of us are struggling to increase the numbers, and it's because of Samantha ji sir that we have reached this goal. So thank you very much, and thanks for your participation. So once again, I welcome you all the participants on this platform. Thank you very much. Over to Samantha ji sir.
Thank you very much, Sanjay ji, Webinar Director, for giving a wonderful motivational speech on today's webinar. To proceed to the Nexus program, I would like to request today's key speaker, Sir Suryakant Sharma, Senior Consultant of Association of Mutual Fund in India, AMFI, and a former Deputy General Manager, DGM of Securities and Exchange Board of India, SEBI. Okay, before just starting with the today's key speakers delivery, let me introduce Sir Suryakant Sharma. Suryakant Sharma is a commerce graduate and master's in law with specialization in corporate laws. He's also Chartered Associate of Indian Institute of Banking and Finance, IIBF. Sri Sharma has over 35 years experience in banking and finance and security market and has served in a leading finance institution, Department of Financial Services, Ministry of Finance, and the Government of India and SEBI. Sri Sharma joined Securities and Exchange Board of India in 2003 and served here for more than 15 years. Lastly, he was Deputy General Manager in charge of Office of Investor Awareness and Education in SEBI, Northern Regions, for more than 5 years. Under his supervision, more than 15,000 investor awareness programs were conducted across North India, and he himself has addressed as a guest speaker in more than 500 IAPS. Now, Sir will talk about today's very important topics on the wealth creation through personal finance and management. Sir, I would like to hand over this precious time to you, sir. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, respected principal, coordinator of the program, other faculty members and participants. We are thankful that you have given us a opportunity. Am I audible to all of you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Is it audible?
We are honestly thankful to all of you for giving us opportunity to interact with you on this very important subject. I just want to mention here at the beginning of my session that this program is from Association of Mutual Funds in India, AMFI, which is an apex body of mutual funds in India, but it is not a marketing event or a promotional event of mutual funds. I want to make it very clear to all of you. This is purely an investor awareness program, my dear participants, and you will appreciate there are two categories of investors which we normally define. One category is just the faculty members and the staff members and other participants who are already working somewhere, maybe in job, maybe doing some business, might be in some profession. They are earning. So they are investors as such, within brackets. But there is also other very important category, which we call it potential investors. Your students, your research scholars, those who have not yet started earning respected principal, but they are going to earn very soon down the line, 2-3 years, or maybe even before earlier. So we want to focus on both the categories of investors. And as this program is for all of you, I will request participants, particularly students, if they wish, they can have one pen, pencil with them and notebook with them, and they might note down anything they found useful or a new information in my session, which they can further explore through Google and websites. And I would be more than happy if after my session, more and more questions come from the participants, because that will be reflection that the majority of the participants have taken interest into the subject and they have questions. So thank you very much again for giving me opportunity. And today's topic is very important in the sense that, my dear participants, money is very, very, very important in our life. I don't know there would be any single participant in this program who will say that money is not important for him or her. We all appreciate that money plays a very important role in our life. Or rather, just to live life, we need money. Rather huge money, not at one time, but in many times in our life, rather regularly sometimes, if I say. And you might have heard an adage that in the sky, God is there or Khuda is there. On the earth, money is there. Only money will take us to lead us a reasonable life. That is why the importance of money in our life. And I appreciate that majority of the participants are service class people, or a majority of your students even will join service initially. So what is the main source of money for all of us, my dear friends? The main source of money is the salary or which we get from our employer, in your case from your college or institution. We get regular income, regular salary, every month we get it. And what we do with the salary which we get every month? A majority of our salary or income goes into taking care of our regular expenses. Grocery, travel, payment of utility bills, children's education, hundreds of items are there on which we spend money regularly every month. But my dear participants, you might also agree with me that we Indians, may you be in Assam, may you be in Uttar Pradesh, may you be in Rajasthan, may you be in Kerala, we Indians have a typical habit with us. And that is indeed unique. Indeed unique. And what is that, sir? Whatever money we earn, maybe we are earning 10,000 or maybe we are earning 10 lakhs. Whatever money we are earning through salary or income, every Indian and every Indian family try to take away some money out of their regular income which they don't spend. and the money which we don't spend out of a regular income, my dear friends, it is called savings. It is called savings. And we all save. Even your student will appreciate they must be seeing their parents, their elder brothers and sisters, their senior relations. That they sincerely try to save as much as they can. Even sacrifice a lot of things. So saving is in our blood. Saving is in the blood of Indians. And you might be happy to know that Indians are still one of the best savers in the world. We save a lot. Of course, new generation, the things have little bit changed now because they are going for more consumption than other way around. But still we are savers, one of the best savers. Even young generation is savers. So saving is in our blood. But we lack somewhere. And on that, I want to point out, we are casual about savings. We do save, but we don't have any discipline in our life with regard to savings. This month, some of your faculty members might have saved 10,000. Next month, he or she might save 12,000. Third month, it might be 8,000. Fourth month may even be 0. So we are not regular in saving. So the first emphasis from my side on all of you is to start saving right from the month you start earning. This is very, very important. You must start saving right from the first month when you start earning. And don't be shy. My salary is meager. If I saved 100 rupees or 200 rupees or for that matter, 500 rupees, what difference will it make? My dear participants, your initial saving of even 100 rupees and 200 rupees is going to be lakhs of rupees down the line after 15, 20 years. Mind it. So please be a saver right from the first month when you start earning. And I leave it to you how much you should save. Because every individual has got different circumstances. So I am not prescribing anything that you should save 10%, 20%, 30%, whatever. No, what I am requesting here is, please start saving right from the first month when you start earning. And never shy that small saving will have no meaning at all. It will have great meaning in our life. Second thing with regard to saving, I wish to request all of you, keep increasing your saving minimum by 10% every year. Ideally speaking. Suppose this year you are saving 1,000 a month. Next year, ideally, it should be 1,100 a month. How it is possible, we all know. It is possible because we will get increment, we will get DNS allowance increase. Our income will keep increasing, even might be in business or in profession even. So with the increase in income, we must keep increasing our saving also every year. Two things looks very simple to you. But my dear friend, two very simple things. Regular saving from the first month and keep increasing your saving regularly every year is going to make a great difference in your life with regard to money. Please do develop these two habits. This is the first request with regard to saving. Now the second question arises, what we do with the savings? What do we do? We are savers, we are saving. And what we do with the savings? There are two options available with all of us. The first option, which of course a foolish person like me will also go for, is that I am religiously saving some amount. But what foolishly I am doing, I am taking that money out of my bank account if I get salary there, counting that money of saving and putting that money, that saving into a box at my home, or just leaving that amount in my bank's account, savings bank account. My dear friends, keeping your saving in currency at home or leaving that saving in your bank account is a crime. I am using a very harsh word. It is a crime, my dear friends. Crime on us, crime on our family, and crime for our country as a whole. We must not never keep our savings at home in currency or just leave that in bank account. Then naturally you will ask the question, then what to do? Yes, sir, there is another option is there, and that's the only option I feel you should go for. And that option is put your savings into some assets, value of which will increase in future, or put your savings into some financial instrument which will give you regular and periodical return in future. And my dear friends, the putting of your savings through process in assets or in financial instrument is called investment. It is called investment. So the first step is saving, because without saving, what you will invest? But you must not stop at savings. You must your saving into investment mode. You must invest your savings. Because if you save and don't invest, better not to save. Enjoy with your money. Because of the simple reason that only investment will make your money grow. Only investment will make your money grow. Only investment will multiply your money. That is why we should not only be saver, but we must also be investor. And my dear friends, only through investment, wealth will be created, not through saving only. Of course, again, I should not repeat, without saving, nothing is possible. But wealth creation is possible only through investment. And what is wealth creation? Simply speaking, my dear friends, my money should also earn money for me. The one portion of money I am getting from my salary. But second, equally important is that whatever I am saving and whatever I am investing must earn money for me. And that should be not second source of money. It should be one of the most important source of money. And down the line, after 15, 20 years, if you have been regular saver and prudent investor, a day will definitely come when your investment will earn more money for you than your salary. It will happen. Definitely it will happen. But it will happen not today, my dear friends. It will happen not tomorrow, not in 1 year, not in 2 years. It is going to happen after 15, 20 years down the line. That is why in investment, time is very, very important. Give time to your investment to grow. Only time will make your money to grow. And if you trapped yourself in some bogus schemes and thinking of making your money, double your money in 3-4 years, I know in Assam you are well aware about that, you will lose your money. That is why give time to your money to grow. Have patience. Have patience. But regular saving and regular investing is a precondition for your prosperity. So we are all savers and investor as well. We are all. Those who are faculty members will agree with me that we are all. You must be putting your savings somewhere. One or other options are there. You must be putting your savings there. But then the important thing is whether through investment, whether my money is being grown, multiplying my money or not. But unfortunately, my dear friends, I don't know, honorable respected principal and coordinator and other faculty members will agree with me or not. But the hard fact of our life is most of the middle class, salary class person, I am bracketing middle class and salary class person. Most of the middle class, salary class person, despite their sincere efforts in saving and investment throughout their life, they just remain money accumulators. They don't become wealth creators. I'm using here two words, money accumulator and wealth creator. And I wish to give you the meaning of both the words, money accumulator and wealth creator. Because unfortunately, most of us middle class, salary class person just remain money accumulators. They don't become wealth creators. And I should not repeat again, but the fact of the life is only through wealth creation you will be prosper. And prosperity simply means I should have money when I need it. Maybe for my family obligations, maybe for my social obligations, maybe for my comfortable life, maybe for luxurious life, or maybe for any philanthropy or whatever you want to do in your life, maybe for your hobbies. So prosperity simple means that I should have reasonable money for all my needs, desires, and family obligations. Prosperity doesn't mean that we will be Mukesh Ambani or for that matter, any big industrialist by saving in investment. Prosperity simply means that I will have reasonable money in my life when I need it to take care of my family, to take care of my family obligation, to take care of my my desires and needs. That is why our money has to grow and multiply. And that is why we have to be wealth creator. We must not remain money accumulator. So what is the difference between money accumulator and wealth creator, my dear friends? For just to make you understand the difference between money accumulation and wealth creation, I just take a simple example. If one of the coordinator keep their video on, that will be nice of him or her. If any of them. Am I audible to all of you?
Yes, yes. It is audible, sir.
Okay. Suppose Mr. Don B, I can see his name here. I am taking his name. Kindly permit me to take your name, sir.
Yes, sir.
Suppose Mr. Don B has got 1 lakh rupees with him and he goes for a bank fixed deposit for 1 year. Why I am taking this example of FD? Because everybody knows about FD, fixed deposit. Everybody knows. Even students are aware about bank FD. They might not have done FD, but they know about the FD. So suppose he has got 1 lakh rupees and he goes for a 1 year bank FD with a good bank. And Tom Don B, sir, the rate of interest for 1 year bank FD now is around 6%. Earlier it was less than that. Today it might be more than that, but we take it 6% and an average. So you go for a 1 year bank FD of 1 lakh rupees at the rate of 6%, means 6% bank interest on 1 year FD. After 1 year, when I meet him and just ask him, sir, what happened to your FD? What answer Mr. Tondobi sir will give? First of all, he will be happy. What answer he will give? Simple answer. Yes, I have earned 6,000 rupees as bank interest income on my bank FD and bank has given back my 1 lakh rupees. That will be his answer. When I ask him, sir, are you right? He might get annoyed. He might say, yes, I'm absolutely right. What is wrong with you asking this question? You can see my passbook. I have got a credit of 6,000 rupees as bank interest income, and 1 lakh rupees has been given back by the bank. And I'm right. Sir, you are right, but you are not right. Please understand what I want to say to all of you. And through the name of Mr. Tondobi, I want to address him to all the participants. Sir, you are not right. Why you are not right? Because of course you felt happy when you got 6,000 rupees at bank interest income. But in between, two very important factors you ignored, which you must not ignore, and not you, but all participants. Please understand, this is a very important point I want to make before all of you. The two factors we all normally ignore. We don't normally give credence to those factors, but those are very, very important factors. The first and important factor is inflation. Inflation is a part of our life. And what is inflation, my dear friends? Inflation simply means increase in the prices of goods, item, or services over a period of time. Simply speaking, prices of the goods, item, or services keep increasing every year, rather every time. So inflation is a part of our life. Suppose last year when Mr. Tondobi was going for bank FD, had he not gone for bank FD and would have purchased or acquired some items or some goods or availed some services out of that 1 lakh rupees, my dear friends, can you tell me, after 1 year, would he able to purchase same items, same goods or avail same services at 1 lakh rupees? Would it be possible? Can anybody answer?
No, sir.
Definitely, sir, you are absolutely right. Because the prices of those items have increased during the year. So that will not be possible for him to get same item, same services after 1 year at the same price. Suppose the inflation rate has been during this FD period has been 5%. What does it mean, sir? It simply means that last year, whatever he could have purchased from 1 lakh rupees for the same item, same goods and same services, after 1 year, he will need to pay not 1 lakh rupees, but 1,05,000 rupees because the inflation rate was 5%. Am I right, sir?
Yes, right.
So, sir, sir, you see the proposition. You are very happy when you earn 6,000 rupees as bank interest income. But in reality, out of 6,000, 5,000 has been eaten by the inflation. I think you got the point which I want to make to all of you. So inflation takes away a majority of your return or income on investment. Please mind it. So out of 6,000, 5,000 has been eaten by the inflation, but is still Tondobi sir is happy. Let it be, sir. Okay, let 5,000 go be eaten by the inflation. Still, I have got 1,000 rupees with me out of 6,000. No, sir. There is another factor you must keep in mind, and that is taxability of income. Most of the income and return on investment is taxable. Please mind it. There is hardly very few products in the market which don't entail tax liability. And as far as the FD is concerned, if you are not aware, I want to make you aware that whatever you earn as interest on bank fixed deposit will be your income. That will be treated as your income, and you will have to add that income in your income tax, total income, and you will have to show it in your income tax return. So 6,000 will be treated as your interest income on FD. And on that, you will have to pay income tax as per your slab. Suppose you are in 20% bracket of income tax, then you will have to pay 20% on 6,000. The 10,000 rebate which we normally get in income tax for bank interest income, sir, relates to only savings bank account. There is no concession with regard to interest on FD. So you will have to pay income tax on 6,000 as well. Suppose you are even your 20% bracket, then 20% income tax you will need to pay on 6,000 also. What it comes, sir? 20% of 6,000, 1,200 rupees. You will have to pay 1,200 rupees as income tax as well. Now you see the proposition, sir. You were very happy when you earned 6,000 rupees in bank interest income. But in reality, out of 6,000, 5,000 has been eaten by the inflation, and 1,200 rupees you have to pay as income tax. Did you get anything in reality, sir? No. Rather, 200 rupees has gone out of your pocket. 5,000 plus 1,200. You got nothing in reality. Notionally, you got 6,000, definitely. But in reality, nothing. 6,000 was your notional return, and there was no real return. I take this example forward. Suppose the interest rate is 8%, sir. In that scenario, you will earn 6,000 rupees as bank interest income. You will definitely earn 6,000 rupees, 8,000 rupees as bank interest income. In the case when the rate of interest is 8% on FD of 1 lakh for 1 year. Again, keeping inflation at 5%, out of 8,000, 5,000 will be eaten by the inflation. Again, you will have to pay income tax of 20% if you are in 20% bracket. So 20% of 8,000 is 1,600. But even after inflation and adjustment of inflation and payment of income tax, there remains 1,400. 8,000 minus 5,000 minus 1,600, balance is 1,400. This 1,400 is your real income. Please mind it. In the first scenario, you got nothing, no real income. In the second scenario, you got real return of 1,400. And my dear participants, in the first scenario, you were sheer money accumulators. Sheer money accumulators, got nothing in reality. In the second scenario, you were wealth creator also, because you in reality earned 1,400 rupees. That is going to multiply for future and make a big thing for you. So, to make my point clear here, you have to earn some real return on all your investments. And the formula of real return for students I want to give, if they want to note it down, they please note it down. Real return equal to notional return, that is 6,000 and 8,000, minus tax liability, that is 1,200 and 1,600 in the second scenario. Tax in the and tax liability 1,200 and 1,600. In the first scenario, there is no real return. We are sheer money accumulators. In the second scenario, we are creating some wealth. That is 1,400. So for prosperity, please mind it that you have to be wealth creator. Means you must earn some real return on your investments. Keeping you satisfying only on notional return is not going anywhere to you, take you anywhere. That is why we have to earn some real return on all our investments. So my dear friends, you have to be wealth creators. Now naturally the question arises, why we are not wealth creators? Why most of us just remain money accumulators? This question is very valid to be asked. Yes, my dear friends, there is some reason. And reason is deep rooted in our mind, not somewhere outside. Most of the middle class, salary class person, the reason lies in our mind. And what is the reason, Tondombi sir? Are you aware? The reason is very simple. Most of the middle class, salary class person are very clear. They don't want to take any risk in investment. No, no, Baba, no. Don't talk about investment. We don't want to take any risk investment. We simply want some safe investment. This is the normally we hear from all categories of people when we interact with them. Sir, we don't want to take any risk. Tell us something about safe investment. And I laugh at them, very bluntly speaking. Because you should appreciate, my dear participants, that truly speaking, there is no investment where there is no risk. Some degree of risk is always inbuilt in most of the investment. Most of the investment. Bearing only a very few, we will discuss afterwards. So, in reality, most of the investments have got risk. Of course, degree of risk might vary from one product to another. Some product might have very high risk. Some product might have moderate risk. Some product might have low risk. Some product might have very low risk. But most of the investment products have got risk. So please do first understand, appreciate, and accept that in investment risk is there. Because your appreciation and acceptance of risk in investment will pave the way for you to understand how to manage my risk and how to minimize my risk in investment. And that is naturally a very valid question for everyone. We will definitely try, everybody tries to minimize his or her risk in investment. And he should try. That is possible. But before that, you please accept that in investment, risk is there. So is in life. Life is also full of risk. Life is also full of uncertainty. We are not sure what will happen to us tomorrow. We will live for next 100 years. But who can say with guarantee that I will live tomorrow? We can't live it. We can't give any guarantee. Then when we can't give guarantee whether we will live tomorrow or not, in what condition, what circumstances, the so goes with the investment. In investment also risk is there. Please accept it. Because once you accept, then definitely you will try to minimize your risk and manage your risk, and that is possible. Now I want to give you confidence. It is possible, my dear participants. You can manage your risk. You can minimize your risk by practicing a very simple two-word formula in your life of investment. Very simple two-word formula. Only two words I'm using in this formula. Very simple. Some of you might laugh at me. Yes, sir, you're talking in very, very simple things. Yes, my dear friends. I want to make investment very simple for all of you. That is my purpose of this program. We can manage your risk. We can minimize your risk. But top of it, we can't have zero risk. Again, I repeat, some degree of risk will always be there. But how we can minimize? How we can manage your risk? Formula is very simple. Only two-word formula. Students, if they wish to note it down. Only two words. Think, understand, and invest. If I put it in Hindi, सोच कर समझ कर निवेश कर. सोच कर समझ कर निवेश कर. Think, understand, and invest. The first word I have used is think. What you have to think? You have to think two things about yourself. Two things you have to think about yourself. First and most important thing is, what is my risk-taking capacity? What is my risk appetite? How much risk I can take? And risk, simply speaking, reduction in money or losing money. That is a risk in investment. So what is the degree of my risk appetite? And every individual has got different risk appetite, mind it. Every individual for that matter. Because his or her income is different. Because his family obligation is different. So everybody has got different risk appetite. So never follow others while taking your investment decision. This thing come out of this phrase. Normally, middle class people always do a blunder. I am using the word blunder because most of us follow others while taking investment decision. If some of your colleague is investing somewhere, you will also follow him or her. This must not happen in your life because the person who is investing in a particular product might have different risk appetite which you don't have. That is why never follow others while taking your investment decision. Take your independent decision strictly as per your risk appetite and risk-taking capacity. And again, risk-taking capacity is not a constant factor in our life, my dear friends. It keeps changing with the age. When you are young, you can take high risk. When you are young, you can go for high risk products. Why? For the simple reason that you have got many years to go in your life. 30 years, 40 years to go in your life. So you can take risk. If something goes wrong with the investment initially, let it be. You can rectify that and go on. But that luxury I don't have. That luxury senior people don't have. Because I don't have risk appetite now. But you young people have higher risk appetite. So those who are young, those who are below 35, 40, should think of taking reasonable or sometimes even high risk. Because the economics funda is very clear, basic rule is there. More risk, more reward. If you take high risk, there is a probability of getting higher reward, no guarantee. Please mind it, don't confuse with the high risk and high reward. Probability increases. The probability of getting higher return increases, not guarantee. So those who are young, I encourage them to take risk, but risk has to be calculated. Risk has to be strictly as per your risk appetite. So please mind it. Don't take your investment decision on the shoulders of others or follow others. You take independent decision strictly as per your risk appetite. Secondly, you should take investment decision as per your time horizon of investment. This is the second thing you should think about yourself before taking any investment decision. And what is that time horizon of investment? Simply speaking, you will need money in your life, not in one go, my dear friends. You will need money many times in your life for many bigger things you have to do in your life, which we technically call milestones. There are bigger milestones in your life: marriage, birth of children, purchase or construction of house, purchase of four-wheeler, enjoying life, going on vacations, national and international, higher education and professional education of children, marriage of children, then retirement, living retirement life comfortably. All these are normal milestones in our life, middle class life. And for all these milestones, we need huge money. We need huge money. That is why I keep telling that you must think about time horizon of investment, which simply means I should have money when I need it. Suppose you are going for your marriage after 2 years. You should have reasonable money at the time of marriage to take care of your marriage expenses. Likewise, for higher education of children after 20 years, you will have a huge money in your hand to give best higher education to your children. That is why in investment, second important thing is time horizon of investment. So two things you have to think about yourself: time horizon of investment and risk appetite and time horizon of investment. And you can efficiently manage your time horizon of investment by preparing a financial plan of yours. Prepare a financial plan. And that is damn easy thing. It is not a rocket science. Just sit with your family. Discuss with your family what are the major milestones in your life coming down the line after 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 years. Jot it down. Take a paper. Make 3 columns on the paper. In the first column, jot down all the milestones. Marriage, purchase of house, purchase of vehicle, or anything, whatever you want. I give you leverage to whatever you want. Going on vacations, higher education of children, marriage of children, then living retirement life comfortably. In the first column, put all the milestones in your life. In the second column, against each milestone, start putting the period when they are likely to happen in your life. Again, idea only. Precisely, of course, it is not possible. Just suppose somebody said that I'm likely to be married after 2 years. Against marriage, put 2 years. Likewise, 2 year, 3 year, 5 year, 10 year, 15 year, 20, 30, 40, whatever period you want to give to them, years to give to them, please put the period. And third column, very important column, put the money which you will need for each milestone. Suppose somebody said that I will need minimum 10 lakhs for my marriage. Put it 10 lakhs against the marriage of milestone. 2 important milestones I want to discuss a little bit more in detail with you. My dear friends, a good MBA degree from a reputed institution in India today costs around 15 to 20 lakhs today. If you wish to send your kids to foreign education, it is much, much costlier. Maybe 50 lakhs, 75 lakhs, or even 1 crore. But even in India, a good MBA degree costs around 20 lakhs today. See, today, sir. But those who are young, those who are around 25, 30, who have just got kids or even not married today, but will be having kids down the line after 2, 3 years. After 25 years, for the same MBA degree, when your kids will grown up for going for higher education, my dear friends, you will need not 20 lakhs for that MBA degree. You will need not less than 2 crore rupees per child for higher education. Because of inflation, prices will keep increasing every year. That's the fact of life. So plan for future, not for today. Your kids will go for higher education, not today, but after 25 years. So whatever you will need, you visualize that. You envisage that. That will give you real picture. Second thing is, suppose a person is of 30 years today, and he or she says that he is managing his monthly expenses at around 30,000 per month. Around 30,000 he is managing normal monthly expenses, that is today. But when she is going to be 60 after 30 years, he is going to be 60 years after 30 years. Can you imagine how much he or she will need for his or her monthly expenses at the same standard of living, no extra venture. Whatever standard you are maintaining today, even after 30 years, if you maintain the same standard of living, can you imagine what you will need every month, my dear friends? Today, you are managing your monthly expenses at 30,000. After 30 years, for same standard of living, you will need not less than 2 lakh rupees per month because of inflation. So think of that 2 lakh rupees per month when you retire. Every month you will need 2 lakh rupees, mean with literally 24, 25 lakhs per year. That too at the beginning of 60 years. If you live for 70 or 80 years at the age of 70, 80, that will increase 2 lakhs to 3 lakhs even, or 3.5 lakhs. So that is why you make a financial plan of yourself, how much money you need. And normally speaking, a middle class, salary class person who is around 30 today, my dear friends, he or she will need around 10 to 12 crore rupees in her life only for milestones. You might feel I am exaggerating, but it is a fact. You will need 10 to 12 crore rupees for your major milestones. And I have excluded the normal monthly expenses from 30 year to 60 year. That I excluded only for milestone. You will need 10 to 12 crore rupees. And some of one of my friends in the participation may say, "Sir, I am going to Amitabh Bachchan KBC show. I will win 7.5 crore, and then I will take care of all this." He or she might be. But then what about lakhs of others? You might be lucky enough to win the 7.5 crore, but what will happen for others, lakhs of crores? All you will have to do, now I give you confidence, all you will have to do is to start saving right from that day, even today. If you're not started, forget about whatever you've done. Right from the day, start saving as much as you can. Start putting your saving in the best investment mode, getting real return out of your investment. You will all have 10 to 12 crore rupees in your life for your milestone. This confidence I am giving it to you. But for that, you have to develop some discipline and consistency and regularity in saving and investment. It should not happen that you save today, you forget tomorrow. It should not happen that you invest today and forget tomorrow. That is not going to serve the purpose. Very clearly speaking. You have to be consistent, you have to be regular, you have to be disciplined. That you will all have 10 to 12 crores in your life. Now, one more thing I want to tell all of you is, that is eighth wonder of the world with regard to investment also. That is rule of compounding. My dear friends, rule of compounding is eighth wonder of the world. You understand the significance and importance of rule of compounding. And what is rule of compounding in investment? Very simple, but very tough. Very simple, but very tough, but not impossible. Rule of compounding in investment simply means that whenever and whatever you earn as return on your investments, please, I again repeat and understand it what I want to say. Whenever and whatever you earn as income or return on your investment must not be taken as for personal use or consumption, or for that matter, celebration in your family. No. What you ought to do, you should keep that. You should keep that income or return clubbed with a regular investment which you are making and reinvest it. So reinvesting of invest or return or income is a must for multiplying your return. It is a must, and it is a must for your prosperity, for making big money. You must make it a point in your life that whatever I will earn, may it be 500 rupees, maybe 50,000, or maybe 5 lakhs or 50 lakhs even on your investment. Because down the line of definitely the amount of return or income will keep increasing if you have been regular and consistent in saving your investment. But you should have to make it a point that whatever income or return I will earn or get on my investment will never be used for my personal consumption. What I will simply do, I will club that return or income with my regular investment and reinvest it. Again, I say it is very tough, but not impossible. And if you do it, please mind it, if you do it for next 15, 20 years, you have to do, there is no option of it. But if you do it religiously, you will be happily surprised after 15, 20 years that your money has multiplied like anything. you will have enormous return or income portion that will be much more than your original investment. But that is not going to happen, my dear friends, not today, not tomorrow, not in 1 year, not in 2 or 5 years. It will keep happening after 15, 20, 25 years. That is why please religiously follow rule of compounding in your investment philosophy, because it is a must for your investment success. So far we have just discussed about the importance of saving at the beginning and regularly, keep increasing your saving every year, putting our saving into investment, getting real return on all investments, managing our risk by think, understand and invest, make your financial plan, which is a must, and it is not a rocket science, very simple thing. Then lastly, rule of compounding. We should religiously follow rule of compound. This is all a composite package for all of you. Not a bit, no in segregation. This is a composite package for your investment success. Please think over it, whatever we have discussed today. Last 10 minutes, we will discuss what are the products available for investment, because that is equally important. We must know the products which are available for us for investment. The first category of investment, my dear friends, is governmental small saving schemes. Government of India has started some small saving schemes, and we must invest some portion of our money into governmental small saving schemes. The first out of governmental small saving scheme, and which I feel it's very good scheme for the middle class, salary class person, is Public Provident Fund Account, PPF, Public Provident Fund Account. Very good scheme of the government of India. And those young faculty members, if they have not started using subscribing to PPF, please do it at once. You have missed something. It is a very good scheme of the government of India. The scheme runs for 15 years. And the account of the scheme can be opened in any post office or major branches of the banks. Minimum amount you have to deposit every year in this scheme is 500 rupees. And maximum amount you can invest is 1.5 lakhs per year only, not beyond that. So please do open a PPF account, not only in your name, but also in the name of your spouse even. And the beauty of this scheme, my dear friends, is this is exempt scheme. No tax at all, no tax, any tax at all. Simply exempt. When you earn interest, no tax. When the scheme you close it, maturity amount, no tax. So please open a PPF account as early as you can. And students, when you start earning, even you can open today even, because there is no requirement that you should earn money. But even when you got it, hello, am I audible? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, you're audible.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. So PPF account is a very good scheme of the government of India. It still gives 7.10% annual interest, but is not a bad return, reasonable return with 100% guarantee, no risk at all. So first scheme of government of India is PPF, Public Provident Fund Account. Second scheme is National Savings Certificate. I don't have time, so I would just name the scheme. If those who are interested can go into details, get the details through Google and websites. National Savings Certificate. Third one is Kisan Vikas Patra. Kisan Vikas Patra. Fourth one is RBI bonds, taxable bonds and tax-free bonds. Fifth one is Government of India securities. You can also invest in Government of India securities directly now. RBI has just recently started a website RBI Retail Direct. You go, you visit the website, get yourself registered by giving the necessary information, and then you can periodically invest some money in government securities as well. And lastly, Government of India undertakings, big names, Railways, ONGC, Indian Oil Corporation, NTP, big name for more than 250 or Coal India Limited. They also keep issuing bonds to the public, raising loan from the public. You can also invest some of your money into these bonds. And all these are governmental sponsored schemes. And the beauty of these schemes is there is no risk at all. No risk at all. Not at all. Whatever you earn, whenever a scheme matures, you will definitely get your maturity amount and assured return, which government has assured it. So I feel a normal middle class, salary class person should invest around 15 to 20% of their investment in this scheme. Because they are, of course, return might not be extraordinary. They are reasonable return, but without any risk. After that, there are other products as well in the market, but all have got risk. But before that, I wish to tell you, all of you, don't put your money in one scheme only, whatever attractive it might be. Try to develop a basket of investment, which simply means you should spread your investment in different schemes. Some might have high risk, some might have moderate risk, some might have low risk. Because developing a basket of investment will give you a reasonable return, averaging out of your return as well as risk. So please try to develop a basket of investment. Now the second product where you can invest, which is not a governmental product, it is called real estate and property. You can invest in property in real estate, but my dear friends, please do appreciate there is a high risk attached to the property. How much money you will make out of the investment in real estate property? Not sure. You might earn very handsome return, or you might lose even some money. Then acquisition cost of property is very high, 3 to 5% normally. Stamp duty, brokerage, all these things. Then maintenance of the property itself is a big thing. You have to spend a lot of money on maintaining the property. And last but not the least, for investment in property, you will need huge money. You can't invest money in property by 5 or 10 lakhs, 50 lakhs, 70 lakhs, 1 crore, more than that even. Option is available to you. How much you should invest, I leave it to you. I don't have any prescription for that. Third product is gold, where you can invest. But historically, we have been Indians are investing in gold through jewelry. Historically, we do purchase gold. I don't know how many girls and ladies participants are there in this program, because our female family members have fascination about the gold. They don't want to talk about the gold. They want to purchase gold simply. What to talk about gold? Why purchase it as much as we can? Historically, Indian middle class families have been purchasing gold for marriages and for giving it to daughters. But even when we purchase gold, or if we give gold to our daughters at marriage, that is literally a dead investment. We just keep it at home or in ATM or in locker, or in locker. So it is literally, because we hardly sell our gold or jewelry. Very rarely we do. But you might not be aware, Government of India, or for that country, or country is spending crores and crores of dollars every year for importing gold. because we hardly have any gold mines here in our country. We have to purchase gold because there is demand. But for that, we have to fork out precious for an exchange to the to other countries which have gold. So for that, now Government of India has come out very unique scheme. Please do understand, this is very important scheme I am sharing with all of you. Of course, some of you might be knowing about this. And that name of the scheme is Sovereign Gold Bond Scheme. SOVEREIGN. Sovereign Gold Bond Scheme. Very good scheme of the Government of India. Very good scheme of the Government of India. In which government is inviting you to invest, but government will not give you gold, but a certificate that this much of gold is with them, with Government of India. It is a sovereign guarantee. It is a Government of India scheme. Sovereign Gold Bond Scheme of India encourages citizens not to have physical possession of gold, but instead have paper gold. But it is as good as your gold. And Government of India is giving you two unique benefits in this scheme. First benefit is, but before that benefit, I should give the basics of the scheme. Minimum amount you can invest in this scheme is 1 gram gold price. And gold price is decided by the government. Different tranches, different price, and mostly it is the prevalent price of the gold. Minimum amount of investment is 1 gram gold price, and maximum limit is 4 kg gold which you can invest in this. So minimum amount you can invest is 1 lakh rupees up to 4 kg gold price. The scheme runs for 8 years. The tenure of the scheme is 8 years, but you can withdraw your money after 4 years. You can withdraw your money. Two benefits Government of India, and the account can be opened of this scheme is major banks. Major bank branches are operating this scheme of the Government of India. You can invest online and offline. Both the facilities are available, but since Government of India is encouraging online investment, online transactions, when you go for online investment in this scheme, you will additionally get 50 rupees discount per gram. Additional discount for online transaction only. Two benefits Government of India is giving it to you. First is, Government of India will give you 2.5% annual interest guaranteed. And suppose you invested 1 lakh rupees in this scheme, then you will, every year you will get 2,500 rupees as interest. This is the first benefit. And second and more important benefit is, whatever the price increases of the gold during this 8 years, suppose today you invest in this scheme at the gold price of 50,000 per 10 gram, and after 8 years, suppose the price becomes 80,000 per 10 gram. Prices are going up like anything you must have reading in the papers. So suppose after 8 years, the gold price becomes 80,000 per 10 gram. Then Government of India will return you 80,000 per 10 gram. So the increase in the gold price is also shared with you, is also given to you. Two benefits, very unique, and you need not to have physical gold. So please do consider investing into sovereign gold bond. Different tranches government keep issuing. Last tranche was issued on 23rd. New tranche will come most probably in February. So just keep an eye and keep investing in sovereign gold bond scheme. Last one is where you can invest is share market. But when I was discussing one of the coordinators, he told me very clearly, sir, don't talk much about the share market. It is sheer speculation. Kuch nahi hai, sir, satta bazari hai ye to. Most people have two opinions like this only. It is not so, my dear friends. Share bazaar is purely knowledge-based market. Please do understand. Security market is purely knowledge-based market. Please, those who don't have knowledge of the market of security or security market must not invest into security market directly on the advice of others. Very clearly speaking. So-called brokers, lot of tips keep floating on your WhatsApp messages now. Purchase this, sell this. These are all bogus. Fraud. I'm using the word fraud for them. Never invest your hard-earned money in security market unless and until you have knowledge of the market. How market functions, how share prices goes up and down, what is your time horizon of investment, how much risk appetite you have. All these things have to be combined at the time of taking your investment decision in security market. And please avoid investing in security market directly if you don't have knowledge of the market. But there is an indirect way of investing in security market, and that is called mutual funds. Mutual fund is an indirect way of investing in security market. Why indirect way? Because you are not directly investing. You are giving your money to the fund managers, experts. Naturally, you will ask me why I should give my money to them. My dear, because of very simple reason that you don't have knowledge, but the expert has got knowledge of the market. He has got 15, 20, 25 years in the market. He lives in the market 24 hours. That is why his decisions of investment in market are likely to be better than you. Simple reason. That is why we are giving our money to the expert. Please take our money, invest as per the broad framework of the scheme. But the purpose is very simple. Try to earn as much return for me. Purpose is very simple. Maximize my return on investment because you are experts. I am not expert. I am a layman. I don't have knowledge. You have knowledge. So you are literally employing some experts for managing your money with the expectation that you will earn maximum return on your investments. This is mutual fund funda. In mutual fund, you might not be aware, and people have a very limited knowledge that mutual fund simply means security market. No, my dear friends. Mutual fund have got schemes where your money will be invested into government securities or governmental schemes. Mutual fund have schemes where your money will be invested into real estate. Mutual fund have got schemes where your money will be invested into gold, silver, and other commodities even. Mutual fund have got schemes where your money will be invested into international corporates, Amazon, Microsoft, Apple, lot of big names. You sitting at Assam can be a member of investing journey in big corp, Amazon, Google, Facebook through international funds of mutual funds. But of course, majority of the mutual fund scheme relate to security market only. It is a fact. Majority of the scheme relate to security market. And there are three broad categories of that scheme. First is equity fund. In equity fund, your money will be invested into the equity share of the corporates. Please mind it. By definition, it is very clear. Your money will be invested into the equity share of the corporates in equity funds. Risk is very high in equity funds. But so is the possibility of high return. Again, no guarantee at all. If somebody gives you guarantee, he is not right. He is not telling you the truth. But probability, of course, increases. If you are taking high risk, then probability of getting high return is there in equity fund. And equity fund is basically suitable for young people. Those who have got a horizon of investment of more than 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. that will give you reasonable or rather high return. And historically speaking, majority of the equity fund have given 12% to 18% return during last 10 years. Again, no guarantee. Historically, I am telling. Next 10, 15 years, it might be even 25, 30%, or it might be even 5%. But historically speaking, equity fund have given 12 to 18% annual return. But high risk, very clearly speaking. And it is more suitable to those who are young and those who have a horizon of investment of not less than 5 to 10 years, minimum. Maybe 15, 20 years, this is okay. Second category is debt fund. In debt fund, your money will be given as a loan to the corporate. Please understand it. It will not be invested into the equity share of the corporate. It will be given as a loan. And when a given as a loan, risk is relatively lesser. Risk is there, but relatively lesser. So is the return. Return are also reasonable. So those who don't want to take risk, those who are not in a position to take high risk, can invest in debt market. Equity funds basically are broadly suitable from 25 years to 40 years. Debt funds are suitable broadly for persons who have crossed 50, 55 years. Because they are not in a position to take high risk. They are more focused on safety of their investment than return. But young generation must focus on high return, not on safety. In investment, three dynamics are there: return, safety, and then liquidity. If you go for high return, risk is high. If you go for safety, then returns are reasonable. If you go for liquidity, on both the cases, you have to manage somewhere in between. So mutual fund is a typical product which is available for all categories of persons. If you want to invest for 1 day, mutual fund schemes are available. If you want to invest for 1 month, mutual fund schemes are available. If you want to invest for 1 year, mutual funds are available. If you want to invest for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, mutual fund schemes are available. So as per time horizon of investment, as per risk appetite of the individual, different mutual fund schemes are available. The only thing is to selection of the scheme, which is not a technical matter. You can do it provided you start reading the material on mutual fund in the next 2-3 years. Don't be in haste. Try to read as much material as you can on mutual fund. Then start thinking of investing some small amount in mutual fund. The best way of investing in mutual fund is SIP. And the best way for middle class, salary class person, investment mode is SIP. SIP simply means systematic investment plan. It is just like a recurring account. In recurring account, what we do, we are depositing a particular amount every month or maybe every fortnight, whatever it might be, with a bank or post office. And after a certain period, we take our money with the interest. So it goes with SIP. A very small amount, minimum amount you can invest it 500 rupees. You can start an SIP of 500 rupees, either in equity fund, either in debt fund, either in hybrid fund. Any fund you can invest, start SIP. And SIP is most suitable mode for the middle class, salary class person because we get regular salary every month. And SIP is a magic, my dear friends. It's a magic. Investing small money over a period of time will make you richer, billionaire. I can tell you, billionaire. Start investing even a small amount. And I know a lot of my friends who don't have one SIP, have multiple SIPs. And that is all target-oriented SIP. One SIP for purchase of house after 5 years. Second SIP for purchase of a vehicle. Third SIP for going on vacation, international vacation. Fourth SIP for higher education of children happening after 25 years. But you started SIP right from today so that you can have a huge amount after 25 years for their education. Fifth SIP for marriage of the children, and last SIP might be for your retirement life. So you can have multiple SIPs, and you can, now the option is there, you can keep increasing the amount of SIP with the increase in your income. You can do it. So that facility is also available. Mutual fund is a very big topic. I can talk on mutual fund next 2 hours, but because of time constant, I am stopping it. As far as mutual funds are concerned, next time, if you give me opportunity, we will in detail discuss about the different aspects of the mutual fund and how they are beneficial to middle class, salary class. Last 2 things I want to tell you before I conclude. And Assam is more pinpointed. That is why I am asking, mentioning this. There is a menace going on in our country, my dear friends. And Assam has not been an exception. Rather, Assam has been at the forefront. And that menace is Ponzi scheme, chit fund and committees. Lakhs of Assamese have invested in Sarda, Rose Valley. You might remember the big bad names where you have been. These are all bogus things. Ponzi scheme, chit fund and committee. Why people invest? Greed. They want quick money. They want double their money in 3-4 years, which is not going to happen at all. You will simply lose your money. So first thing is, never, never, never invest or put your hard-earned money in Ponzi scheme, chit fund and committee. You are going to lose your money. Never. And I know most of the educated person will not do, but then who normally put their money in those bogus schemes? A segment of the society who are not so educated. You are taxi driver, you are grocery shop owner, you are auto driver, you are electrician, you are plumber. But those segment of the society who are not so educated, but they invest on the pretext of greed. My money will be doubled in 3-4 years. It is not going to happen at all. Bluntly, I am telling all of you. So please take this message forward to that segment of the society. Tell them very clearly, never, never to invest in their hard-earned money in Ponzi scheme and chit fund. If they don't have any idea about the money and investment, they should simply put their money in Ponzi scheme, chit fund and committees. That is all. At least their money will be safe. They should simply put their money in post office and banks. They should never, never invest their hard-earned money in Ponzi scheme, chit fund and committee. And last thing for this program has been done, my dear friends. Prosperity is your right. My dear participants, we have every right to be prosper. Every right. Prosperity is your right. It is not a begging somebody will give us. There might be a case that some people might have born into a poor family. Yes, there might be some people, some participants may say, we have born in a poor family. Birth in a poor family is not a curse at all. Samanta Jeet Singh sir, birth in a poor family is not a curse at all. But living as poor and die as a poor is a curse. And we all can avoid this curse by managing our money right from the day when we start earning. Thank you very much. God bless you all.
Thank you, sir.
Question, answer?
Yeah. Oh. Thank you, to your conservancy, for your valuable speech. You have given very insightful speeches on the today's topic on wealth creation through personal finance management, and you have thoroughly discussed about the say financial freedom and free from risks, and then different waste and in areas of investment. And then I hope that all the participants might have get some insight and very interesting area on these topics. And now, so Sanjay ji, please open to all the participants to say have a great interactions with the Sir Suryakant Sharma. Sir Sanjay Agrawal ji,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
please open to all to, and then this, if any of these participants, if you have any queries to Sir Suryakant ji, this is your, you can ask.
My dear participants, if any of you have got any question, please raise your hand. We will unmute you. You can directly ask the question.
Okay, sir.
Or you can
Otherwise,
submit into the chat box, or either you can raise your hand. Those who have
Please,
any
all the
query.
participants, you can put your questions on the chat box.
Participants are welcome to ask the questions.
Yeah, yes, yeah. Anyone from the participants? Please unmute
Any of-
yourself and ask us. the
Any of
question.
you have got question, please.
And
first.
freely, yeah.
All of them are very pleased with the voice of Suryakant sir. They are saying thank you for valuable information. There is one
Any
question.
participant?
Can you repeat the
Participants?
scheme's name?
Yes, sir. I want principal sir to speak a few words on the session.
Very say, enlightening sessions. Everyone need money, need income, need higher income, but creation of wealth and giving say greater income through various schemes or government schemes without much risks, and even we can get higher risks with get some greater risks, which is manageable at on personal level. Is very beneficial to all of us. And sir, I also want to make an query regarding nowadays among the young generation, there is some sort of investment into cryptocurrencies. It may not be in the purview of this today's topic, but what advice you would give to the young generation?
Sir, I am very blunt on this.
Sir.
Cryptocurrency is totally illegal as of now.
Sir.
Government of India, and for that matter, RBI has not given any legality to it.
Sir.
So my answer is very simple. Never invest your money, single rupee in cryptocurrency. Because you might aware, people have lost crores of rupees. Last 2-3 years, people have lost money like anything. And we should be prudent enough. We should not spend a single rupee unless and until government gives some legality to this scheme.
Okay.
So my advice is very simple and blunt.
Okay.
Not invest a single rupee in cryptocurrency.
Sir. That makes sense. So any of the participants, if you have any query on what we have discussed, you can learn from this person. Any question?
There are a few questions, I suppose. That means, I do give that kind of.
Thank you.
Okay.
Karuna.
Sumi Chandra.
Okay.
Sovereign gold bond.
Sir, one family is asking Susmi Sanda.
Yes,
I
sir.
want to know much about the gold bonds, how to make, how to purchase gold bonds.
Sir, I again repeat, sovereign gold bond is a government of India scheme. It is operated by the major branches of the banks. You can go to the bank branch, get the form give the information and give your money and you are invested. This is offline. If you want to online, go to the RBI website. So, or just type sovereign gold bond investment, that the details will come. Go to the website. It should be authentic website, please mind it. That we should not be duped. So better you go to the RBI or some big bank website, then give the details and amount you are going to invest. You can invest on online itself. Very simple. No hanky-panky, no difficult task. And if you are not comfortable online investing, then go to any of the big branch of the bank. Ask them that I am interested to invest in sovereign gold bond. They will give you form and then fill the form, give the check, you are invested.
I want to supplement. We have organized such a webinar. This is the second one. First, Serkan explained about the sovereign gold in the last webinar also. And accordingly, I purchased 2 gold bonds from SBI Internet Banking. So it is readily available on the website. And if any of my students have a problem, then we can have a discussion on.
Thank you, sir.
Because I
Very
personally-
right. Very. And secondly, basically, this scheme is not open all the time. This is, today it is closed. Last tranche was up to 23rd December only. Now new tranche will come. And with new tranche, new price will be there. Every time the price will be different.
And another question, sir, what about investing on stock? The question comes from one participant. One participant. He knows about investing on stock. Exchange.
Sir, again I repeat, investing in stock is a very risky affair, very honestly speaking. And secondly, only those who should think about investing in security market, they must have knowledge of the market. If they don't have knowledge of market, please avoid it. Please avoid. My advice is very simple, but very sincere. Please avoid investing in security market if you don't have knowledge, but you can invest through mutual fund. That is indirect way of investing. That is very simple. Instead of going for direct investment, go for the indirect way of investing. That is mutual fund.
Okay.
Another question is very simple. Which one of the investment options is best one? Is asked by Malenganbi Pongnam, a participant.
Can you repeat the question, sir?
Which of the investment options is best one? Is her question.
Every investment is best. Honestly speaking, every product is best. But then my answer is, it should be according to your risk appetite. It should be according to your time horizon of investment. These two things, factors you must, because everything is okay. Every product is okay, provided it suits your requirement. Suppose sir, a product is of 15 years. Suppose.
Yeah.
Very good product. But you want money after 5 years, the product is not suitable for you. That is, suppose a product is very good but higher riskier and you don't want to take any risk, then product is not suitable for you. So on 2 parameters, you must evaluate each product, your risk appetite and time horizon of investment. Yes, my dear, IPO is good and bad. Because again, IPO you should apply only when you know intricacies about the company. Because normally there is a hype nowadays in the market, lot of IPOs are coming. But you should be very clear. If you don't know about the company, about the product, about their future, better to avoid. Better to avoid.
Normal.
Thank you, sir, Sir Shreyakanji, and you have given some clarifications of some of the queries from the participants. And we're glad to have such kind of wonderful sessions with Sir Suryakant Sarmaji. Thank you so much, Sir Suryakant. Now, to proceed further, now in the midst, in the meantime, I would like to request all the participants to fill up the feedback links that is on the set box to get the certificates of the webinar. Before we wind up, I would like to request Samantha Z. Mayingbom, Administrative Officers AO, with the Ministry of Education for the vote of thanks. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, everyone. It has been such an honor to be a part of this event. And first of all, I would like to thank MFI as well as the Management Committee of Ipoh Institute of Institution for allowing us to go ahead with this event. At the outset, I would like to thank Sri Sanjay Kumar Agrawal, who is the webinar director and who has made this program a success one. Then next, I would like to thank Sir Suryakant, who is the keynote speaker of this program and who has highlighted so much about how investment is to be done and where to be done and how to be done and when to be done. And I'll be feeling it in my duty if I fail to say a few words about Dr. R.K. Bijan Singh, who is the principal of Ipoh Institute of Education as well as the patron of this webinar, for allowing and guiding us to make this event a very eventful, a very successful one. And I would also like to thank our teaching staff, non-teaching staff, then students of IIE, as well as the participants from other field for making this event a grand one. And last but not the least, I also extend this Association of Teacher Training College of Manipur, who has been very helpful in this one, sharing the links as well as other information to other different colleges of Manipur. So thank you all. Sanjay sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm here.
Whether the feedback link has been sent.
Yeah, feedback link has been shared in the chat box.
Okay. Yeah.
It's already.
So it is kindly requesting you, all the participants, to fill up the feedback.
Participants, ma'am, can you fill up the view ko masagil link ama thara muni ba ko? Kuigi can order feedback link ama. I don't know the feedback link safe fill up the program na si Google form do mani na za. Google form deni until and unless no feedback form si fill up the submit the kai your e-certificate will not be issued. E-certificate se automatically feedback form to submit the program na adum thora kani ba thora ko ebe se buzi mo khudak ta thora ko do bugide nate form si fill up the no submit the program de no certificate se adum nini humni si to dum lakane adu no program se yahoro ko tahoro ga su feedback form si mailong to certificate simadi cannot to able la oi ba aduna please don't forget to fill up the feedback link and submit it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Sir, on my behalf also, I am thankful to all of you. I would be more than happy to come to your college physically as well. When I
always welcome, sir. Both of you, always welcome.
I would be more than happy to come to you.
For us.
Definitely, and honorable principal, sir, I would be happy to meet you all of you there.
We are waiting for you, sir.
Thank you. Definitely, I will
Thank
come.
you, sir.
So nice of you. Thank you very much. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, Samanjita, sir.
Thank
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you all. Thank you all the
So,
participants.
sir, we are looking forward for other programs also.
Yes, very
Definitely, we
soon.
will keep
Very
doing,
soon.
sir. Definitely. So nice of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. So within 2 days, you will receive your certificate into the WhatsApp group.
How long it will be open, sir? To fill up?
By Friday. By Friday.
That's sir. Okay, sir.
Thank you very much. Shall we close?
Thank you.